Hey guys, my name is Eric. Welcome back to the gaming channel. Welcome back to Minecraft. We're here again. And well, God, how many times? How many times have I done one of these? I've done so many. I've done so many Minecraft survival worlds that I genuinely have lost count, and I truly just don't know uh, why I've done so many and if I should keep doing them, because what usually ends up happening is I do them, I get like several episodes out of them, and then I just stop recording on that world and I just gotta abandon it. Um One of the hard things is for me, I think, is I should probably create a new world. Why am I doing so? See, what usually always ends up happening is like I just like I don't know. I always just end up abandoning the world, and like I never come back to it, and it's just left to rot. So, and then every time I'm like, oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna be, on this world a lot. I'm gonna make a lot of content on it, and it's gonna be really good and all that fun stuff. And then it never happens. Like, I usually can get several episodes out of it, but then it's like I never go back to it. Or when I play with Camden, which has been a thing for the longest time, is that me and Camden play on a world and we create something and we're like, oh yeah, we'll be on this world and we're actually going to be consistent on it. We never are. We're never like consistent on it. And now it's obviously harder now, um because oh wow, really? Okay. So it's harder now for us, uh because we have summer jobs. Wow, this is actually a really good spawn. um Both me and Camden have like summer jobs, so it's really hard for us to sit down and make content because we're usually just so busy throughout the entire summer. Like, I haven't talked to Camden in like the longest time, mainly because he's not even at home. I think he's still in. I think he's in Washington or some shit. Like, he's not even home. Um, but, it's always hard for us to make content during the summer because you know we're not we're busy. We have stuff going on. So I guess my end all to this: don't get your hopes up about this series. Don't get your hopes up about it. Um, Now I was thinking, because like every time I want to make a Minecraft video or something on Minecraft, I want a challenge for myself. I want to do something special, and like every time I try to think of something, it either doesn't work out. Wow, it either doesn't work out or it's just not a good idea at the end of the day. So, mainly, I want to ask you guys, what do you want to see me do? What's a good idea for this world? Like, what do you want to see happen? Do you want me to go beat the Ender Dragon like everyone does? Or do you want me to go and do something different? Let me know. Because, if you guys end up liking the series, I'll keep it going. But if you don't want to see it, then, you don't want to see it. I think my most popular idea for out of all the Minecraft series that I've done, I think the most popular one was Snowy Survival. I think Snowy Survival, out of all of them, did the best. So maybe I'll come back to that. Maybe I'll come back to the Snowy Survival. Because that one was kind of interesting and actually had some challenge behind it. It was actually really hard to do some stuff that was in the Snowy Survival world. So maybe I'll return to that idea. It's not going to be on that world because, that world is, old as fuck. Oh, nice, it's a zombie. That's not what I want. Okay. Took some hits there. Oh, wow. I will take that. And I will take the bucket and the horse armor, I guess. Alright, well, this is like right next to spawn, so I'm just gonna take a picture of these cords on my phone. Let's see. Right. Okay. Well, I took some unnecessary damage there, so that's not cool. Anyway, so yeah, I've thought about doing like certain challenges and all that fun stuff, but like I said, I mean, like, it either never ends up working out, or it's just not a fun idea, or like the challenge is just way too hard in reality. Like, I remember Camden told me that he was doing a challenge with a friend of his where they couldn't, use wood. They couldn't mine wood. They couldn't, do pretty much anything with wood. So I thought about stealing that a couple different times. It's like, that might be a really fun challenge video or something like that. But I never really ended up going for it. Is there like nothing in here? Wow. Okay. Well, that spawner is actually really OP. So, and it's exposed. I don't think I've seen that in a while. Hi creeper. That iron's not worth it. So yeah. Another idea that I had that I actually recorded. I recorded the idea. And I remember just getting really frustrated at it. Because like I got all the way to the end, or like all the way to the portal room, and then like I died in the lava in the portal room, and I lost like all my pearls. And I just got really pissed off at it because I had been recording for like 3 hours, and I just did not want to go back to the nether and like grind for friggin' blaze rods and pearls and all that fun stuff. And of course I was already mad at the blazes anyways in the nether because I had died like 3 different times. Oh, come on. I just need food, man. That's a new noise. They gave the chickens new chicken noise. That's interesting. Not complaining. Just really interesting. So yeah, like the challenge video was trying to beat Minecraft without mining stone. And like the problem with that was like there's just a lot of if, ands, and buts that go into that challenge. Like the thing was about it was like I need to have a world where like the end portal is exposed or it's underwater or something like that. I need to have a really good nether spawn and all that fun stuff. Like it was just very specific. So it was like, I might return to it, but like I had recorded the video. I beat the Ender Dragon legit. Well, I cheated and, gave myself, pearls, but I beat the Ender Dragon legit after that. So, I mean, the challenge is definitely possible. I just got frustrated, which, usually ends up happening. And like that challenge, it doesn't sound hard. Beating Minecraft without stone doesn't sound hard, but it's harder than you think. Because like you have to find villages and you have to hope the villages have something good. And then like you have to find all these things and do all these things. And just like I said, there's just a lot of if, ands, and buts that go into it. And I had recorded like the whole thing. Like I said, it was like 3.5 hours of footage. And like I just deleted it because like it wasn't gonna be a fun video. That is also a new line. After how many years of the cows, chickens, and all that fun stuff having the same friggin' like 3 like sound MP3s, I'm glad that they're giving them new ones. All these cows. Nice early game leather. I have another world that I've been playing a lot on for this update that I created for 26.1, and I need more leather for an enchantment table. Come on. Alright, well, no sheep spawn, so that's great. So I might just have to spend the night in a hole or something. I've also had some other ideas for challenges, but you know, I've just never, I don't know. It kind of looks like where they did I get like a legendary spawn where this just happens to be the world where Mojang did their promotional snapshot? I doubt it. Or like the title screen background, cuz that kind of looks like where it is up that hill. Now I just got to go and look. I doubt it. Why did no sheep spawn? Oh, hey, look. Sheep. Oh my god. Fuck off. Not making a sound, zombie. That's a lot. Can I jump off this one block, please? Thank you. I'm not sure how I feel about some of the new lines, though. Why are there so many creepers and zombies? There's like 3 zombies. Alright, see how good am I at this game? The answer is not very. That took me like 10 years. Why are they making no noise? That might be something I did. Alright, hold on. We gotta find out why the mobs are not making any noise. Hostile mobs. Oh, there we go. I was gonna say, like, I can't hear the zombies at all. And that makes them as deadly as creepers. That was supposed to be a pig? That was not a pig noise. I'm not sure what that was. Oh, here comes a creeper. Let's see if I can kill it. Come here. Ha, got him. Okay. Alright, I was gonna go up here to check if it really is. Nice. You guys can hear my keyboard or mouse. I'm sorry. I can't control it. Yeah, it definitely looks like it, but I don't know if it is. Here we go. Do you think anyone has ever made the spiral parkour in survival Minecraft? Oh, yeah, you just remove the beehives and it kind of looks like it. Like right here. Eh, I don't know. It's definitely not, though. Wasn't it like a couple years ago that people found like the exact seed where a certain painting took place, and it was only like a couple years ago that they found it? Oh yeah, that's right. They updated bunnies. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, they actually have like a little fluff ball at the end. I don't know what you want to call that. Oh, there's a jungle off to my right. Or to my left, I mean. I don't know my direction. It seemed pretty flat over there to my right. And that's actually to my right. I might set up in this plains biome. Ow. Yeah. Once again, you guys are gonna have to tell me what you want to see for this world. If you want to see like challenge videos, like certain things that I have to do to beat the game. Sky's the limit. I haven't played a whole lot of, you know, modded Minecraft. So maybe we could do something with that. Or, you know, I actually sit down and mod some stuff. Because, you know, I actually know how to mod now. Kinda. I don't know how to make mods, but I know how to install mods. And, you know, that's really all you need. I've been rewatching a lot of, like, old Boffy videos, which, if anyone is a fan of Minecraft content, you probably know who that is. I've been rewatching his stuff a lot, and he's given me some ideas. Holy crap, there's so many cows. Yeah, I might just... Oh, hey, there's a village over there. Okay, yeah, sure. I'll set up here. I like the baby update. It was about time they friggin' changed the models. I mean, it was not necessary whatsoever, but I'm glad they did it. There's so many cows. Of course, I'll miss. Just want to crit. I'm so used to critting because I'm a Bedrock player, so I know I don't have to, but that's something that's going to be really hard to get rid of, is me critting things. Oh, there's a lava pool over there. So that's good. Oh my god, the baby sheep is so dumb. So fucking dumb looking. You know, something that I have to say is Minecraft really knows how to run with memes. I think they're like, I think because Microsoft lets Mojang run their fucking, you know, PR. So like when something dumb like, you know, the new design of the baby chicken starts being memed to fuck, they run with it. And like they don't change it, they put it in every single advertisement and like slap it on the face of the update because it's getting memed and it looks stupid. But like that's the point. It's supposed to be just a cube. And it's so funny. Like I don't know what it is about it. This village is in a really dumb spot, but whatever. I'll terraform it eventually. Oh wow, this is interesting. Not a big village. There we go. This is the most like stock village ever. Okay, well this village sucks genuine dick. I was hoping to get at least like farmables or something. Oh, there's stuff down there. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's all the way there. Well, if I'm gonna set up friggin' like trading stuff, I guess I'm gonna have to go down here. Ow. No way, I don't have to do that yet. Where'd I get a bucket? Was that from the mob spawner? I didn't think mob spawners had buckets or could spawn buckets. Okay, well I probably should have grabbed what's over here. Potatoes. Oh, potatoes and carrots. Nice. Okay. So where are all the villagers? They're really just all up there. Yep. Awesome. Heard one. Okay. Oh, well, there he is. There we go. Amazing. Okay. There, now we have bread. Oh, there's iron right there. I will take that. Okay, well, this village sucks dick. So that's unfortunate. If it wasn't on the side of a mountain, that'd be great. Oh my god, my mom sent me the other day, she sent me a picture of a Monster Energy gaming chair. And I was like, oh yeah, but I really want that. If I remember, I'll put it in the video. And I actually went and saw it. It just so happened that like we went to the, you know, same place that it was. Okay, that iron is not that worth it. So yeah, we went to where it was and I saw it, and it was so low to the ground. Like in that picture, it'll be in that picture, that's really the as high as it can go. Like it's so tiny and low to the ground, which is not what I like. I like to sit kind of high in my chair because, you know, I'm tall. I'm a tall guy. So to see like how low it was like, nope. Even if I wanted it, which I really didn't, I thought it was funny. To have a Monster Energy gaming chair, I just like it was just so low to the ground. I really thought it was just impractical. It's because it was. I don't know. I can't be the only one who likes to sit up high in a chair, and especially an adjustable one. You know, I like to like lean back and have all the movement I can with it. I don't know. I'm weird. If you couldn't tell, yeah, this is gonna be where we set up. Where I'm gonna have to do like the least amount of terraforming when I get to that point. Who's texting me? I don't know. Go away. Oh, no one. Okay. Oh, you know what I want to check out at some point is Hightail. I really want to check out Hightail. It looks really good. Like, there was massive hype behind it, and like, it just instantly died. Well, not instantly. People still play it, but like, I'm not hearing much about it anymore. That was a voice crack and a half. Like, I'm not hearing much about Hightail anymore. Which is strange, because, like, once again, it was, like, really big. People were talking about it, and people were really excited about it. And now I hear, like, basically nothing on the game, so I'm kind of curious on what's going on with it. Like, I highly doubt, you know, Microsoft, you know, sued them or anything, because although I could see that being, you know, something that Microsoft would do, I don't think they realistically can. I mean, maybe they can. I don't know. That'd be something that I would have to, you know, research how to fix it. Okay. Well then. Whoa. That's once again, very interesting that they changed it. Am I happy about it? Yeah, kinda, I guess. I'm just gonna do that, even though it is my favorite tree type. And yes, Acacia is really my favorite tree type. Fight me. I'm just weird like that. I probably should have made planks, but I didn't think about it. I'm gonna try and avoid my tried and true box house method that I usually always go with. But you know, that usually what it always delves into. Oh, I wanted to comment on this because, you know, I don't know. Just so real quick, this really has nothing to do with literally anything, but I don't have shaders for 21.1 yet. So that's why we're running vanilla. Just so you know, like I literally don't have any other reason. I just don't have shaders yet. I have shaders for 1.20, 1.11. I just don't have shaders for one for 21.6. All right. Why is this not open? It's so nice. I love crafting in Java. It's so much better in Java than it is in Bedrock. All right. So we're gonna go with a villager type thing here. All right. First, I think I want to do. I probably should raise my friggin'. All right. Okay. I'm gonna leave it. Well, then now I can make not planks and slabs. Here we go. Slabs. Slabs are technically more efficient. Camden will, be happy that I'm doing that. Jesus. I think the pig needs to be worked on, Mojang. I don't know about that friggin' like that the MP3 for the pig. I think it's a wee bit rough. Oh fuck it. There we go. Might as well just put it on a pedestal. It's gonna look better. I think I'll do the corner blocks. I'm not the best at building Minecraft houses, so you'll all have to excuse me as I, take 10 years to do this. Okay. Maybe just let me cook? I don't know. Should you? No, never. That might be a good idea. Would you guys want to see a Badlands survival? Has anyone ever done that? I guarantee it. There's no way no one has ever done a freaking Badlands survival Minecraft series. I bet that's been done to death by now. I would not doubt if it's already been done by like 30 different people. I know there were so many people. I mean, like, there are so many people who have done Minecraft Survival's hardcore series throughout the years. And I remember there was one guy, I think it wasn't Daco, but like the guy's YouTube channel had something to do with ducks. Like it was named after a duck or something like that. I don't remember it for the life of me. And I used to watch him a lot. And I'm sure you guys are all familiar with Wadzi. I used to watch a whole lot of Wadzi. Especially his very first Minecraft hardcore series. I was addicted to that one. Like I was there for every single upload. I watched every single video. That was the series back in the day. Now, of course, it was after Luke the Notable did it, so I mean, every Minecraft hardcore series was after Luke the Notable did it. I don't have any more. God fucking damn it. Whatever, I'll just deal with it. But yeah, I used to watch a lot of Wadzi back in the day. I used to watch a lot of, that duck channel that I don't remember for the life of me, but he also had a friggin' hardcore series that I watched a lot. Wadzi was fun because like he had like the biggest watermelon farm, or at least that's what he claimed. He had the biggest watermelon farm in survival Minecraft. It was really cool, I just took it. That was fun. I remember trying to do this was back when I still had my Xbox 360, so it was definitely a while ago. I remember trying to, replicate it, and, be kind of like Wadzi and do all those things. Make all those, like, make a massive watermelon farm, which I've always wanted to do, is make like just a massive farm, like world record breaking farm. Potatoes, because we want to pay homage to Technoblade for the great potato war that he just kind of started randomly. That shit was so funny. We miss you, Techno, every day. Speaking of, what was happening with like his channel? Because like that was so weird, right? I don't quite remember what happened with it. I still have, oh, God fucking no. Like what happened to that? Like his dad made a homage channel to like for like unrecorded, unposted videos of Techno and like all that fun stuff, and like it got so many subscribers so fast that like YouTube thought it was botting views or something like that, or botting subs, or it was something along one of those lines, because it was YouTube's still unfunctioning AI moderation, and it banned the channel. But I think YouTube actually stepped in and unbanned it, which is cool, but it shouldn't have been banned in the first place. I mean, like I've made a video on this too. At the beginning of the year, I made a video on this. Well, near the beginning of the year, I made a video on this. I just want YouTube to stop with the fucking AI bot moderation, because like it doesn't work. It doesn't work, and it's never worked. It's still banning people. Like especially with like the AI age verification, like it goes off of like what you watch and what you've been watching and what you post and all that fun stuff. Now, I think widely it's caught a lot of underaged kids on the platform, because if you didn't know, it is supposed to be 13 and up. But like the fact that you have to upload your ID and everything like that, like we shouldn't have to do that. One, because it's a massive security risk, because if someone comes in and steals all that information, which is very easy to do, I would think. I mean, Discord had the massive leak not too long ago, which is why people don't really like Discord. And I totally see why. It's extremely justifiable. The hate for Discord is very justifiable, and why a bunch of people are wanting to leave Discord. No, obviously you don't have to put your ID in. I think they kind of rolled back on it, but I don't know. There's so much mumbo jumbo with it. That's a really good Minecraft YouTuber. But like, there really is. There's so much mumbo jumbo with it, but like the big thing is like, if someone goes in to the website, like to YouTube, and breaches it, they have access to all those IDs, all those freaking ages, all those phone numbers, all those social security, now all these things that are not easy to replace. And some of them you can't replace. Like you can't replace your social security number. Like it's just so dumb. So my point is that like at the end of the day, it always has been it always has been the parents' responsibility to check what their kids watch. And this is something that always gets lost, I think, in the grand scheme of things, is the parents end up blaming the people who post these videos, and they're like, how can you post this on YouTube, Instagram, wherever? We'll just say YouTube. How can you post this on YouTube? It's not appropriate. And it's like, well, why was your kid watching it in the first place? Like, that doesn't sound like my problem. Like, you as a parent should be, like, monitoring what your kid watches. Like, it is not the content creator's fault if your underage child, or 13-year-old, because that's the bar that YouTube allows, is 13 and up. If your kid is watching, something that you don't want them watching, how is that the content creator's fault in any way, shape, or form? Like, it makes no sense. And it's an argument that really baffles me. It doesn't make me mad, it just baffles me. Because it's so dumb at its core. You're getting mad at someone who had literally nothing to do with this situation whatsoever outside of actually posting the video, which once again isn't their fault. They just posted it. I mean, it's just so dumb. You just can't blame a content creator for posting YouTube videos that you deem inappropriate. Once again, as a parent, you should be monitoring if you really want to. If you want to be careful about what your kid ends up watching on the internet, then as a parent, you should be monitoring what they're watching. And if they're not, and if they end up if you're not monitoring what your kid is watching on the internet, and they see something that you don't want them seeing, how does that turn in to the creator's fault? It just makes no sense. It is one of the most unjustifiable arguments on the internet ever. It really is. Because once again, it just makes no sense. How can you blame the content creator when you should be the one to be monitoring what your kid is watching if you really want to be, that anal of a parent? I don't know. It's just so dumb. It really is. In my eyes, I think it's dumb. I mean, obviously there's always going to be parents that's like, oh, well, here's the problem with that, and blah, blah, and blee, blah, blue. And it's just come on. Your kids, if you don't want your kids seeing certain things, don't send them to school, because they're going to learn some fucked up shit, all right? I don't know. I remember, anyone who watches Poofesher, I used to watch him as a kid. I mean, I still watch him now because, he's a really funny content creator. But I used to watch him when I was younger. And, my dad would always get mad when I would watch Poofesher. I would watch it it was kind of my fault, but I would watch it in the living room with my sister, who was, a year younger than I am. And Poofesher is not the most PC content creator in the world, as I'm sure most of you know if you're fans of Poofesher. He's not the most PC guy in the world. But he's a really funny content creator. I love him. But I was watching one of his videos. I just remember my dad getting really mad because he was saying something, I don't remember what, come on my face or something, something typical for Poofesher to say. And my dad got really mad at me, for watching it. And I was like, how is this any different than, Jeff Dunham or, Robin Williams? My parents would let me and my sister watch, those old 2000s comedy specials. Jeff Dunham, Robin Williams, Fluffy. I think we had some Bob Marley ones. He's a New England guy, so I think some of you might not know who I'm talking about there. But that was my argument, was how is this any different from those? It's it's just as inappropriate, if not more inappropriate. And he's like, well, I've seen those and blah blah blah, and it's like, yeah, but it's still like the same thing though. Like they're still saying like the same things. They're still, really inappropriate, and I shouldn't be watching them as, a young kid. But you're still gonna get mad. It makes no sense sometimes. Sometimes parents are dumb. That's something that you learn as a kid. Sometimes parents are dumb. Sometimes adults are dumb. Insert real world situation here. Oh wait, I shouldn't have to. I'm not going to either. This is not a political channel. Do I add windows to the front? Am I like bad? Maybe like up. I don't know. Maybe like tall ones, like right here and here. Probably start making glass. Where's the sand? Oh, there it is. Okay. But yeah, no, it just made no sense to me as a kid. It still really doesn't to me. Even as an adult, it really made no sense. Like, you're getting mad at me for relatively no reason, my guy. Like, come on. Whatever. It's okay. It's okay, though. That's not what I want. I think I might do... Yeah, I think I might do, wood, not stone. I might do wood stairs for the roof. Depending on how big it is, I could probably do bam, bam. Just gonna... That's weird. Why did it do that? Oh, Minecraft. You mysterious mistress, you. So I guess my thing at the end of the day is, if you really want to, not let your kids be subjected to, the internet's horrors, maybe don't give them internet. Maybe monitor what they watch. I think, honestly, your best course of option is just to not give them fucking internet. I didn't have internet for the longest time, actually. I didn't find out what YouTube was until I was in middle school. And I was born in 2004, so it was right near... it was right after Markiplier, hit his peak with Five Nights at Freddy's, and he was, still making those videos. It wasn't a peak of Five Nights at Freddy's, but, he had already played the first one, I believe, and I don't think the second one had come out yet. And I remember watching him play it and being, so excited and just loving him and just instantly falling in love with YouTube and just wanting to be a YouTuber and all that fun stuff. Because before then I had really no ambitions. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but my friends told me about this little site called YouTube and this content creator named Markiplier, and he told me he was funny. And I took off from there. My house looks kind of ugly. I mean, from what I normally build, this is actually pretty decent. Okay, you know what? That's exactly what I wanted to do. What are you talking about? What happens if I do this? Yeah, okay. I'm removing the cobblestone. Not on the bottom layer, though. I think I might keep it on the bottom and top. What if I do it like this? Hold on, let me make it look like a face. I think that might look kind of... Oh, yeah, okay. I mean, it looks better than it did. Okay. And then, what if I do wood accents on this as well as... I don't usually spend this long in a house. This is a first for me. Like I said, I'm really bad at Minecraft houses. I'm really good at pixel art. I'm really bad at Minecraft houses. I usually leave that to Camden. He's my guy. He's my guy in that. He usually always, builds the houses for us, so I just let him deal with it. Because he's a really good house builder, so I just usually let him do it. Like, if you watch the hardcore series, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. He's really good at building houses, so I usually just end up letting him do it. And then what usually ends up happening is, I'm the person who usually sets up all the farms and stuff, and goes mining and pretty much sets up everything, and then he just builds and makes things look better, and it usually gets split up pretty equally between us. But what usually ends up happening is he builds and I do Like he builds and trades, and I do the other things, and it's usually pretty split between the two. What the fuck is happening with this stair here? Place. Thank you. It was really weird. I'm not sure why that was happening. For all the years that I've played this game, you would think I would know how to build a friggin', decent looking house. But I don't. I think it's because I'm crouching. Really makes me wish you could get the debug stick in survival. Maybe like a rotate tool. Can that be a thing, Mojang? That'd actually be kind of OP. Like just a thing that you can use to rotate blocks that you've placed. That'd be really nice. That's not the debug stick. I'm talking like in survival Minecraft, not just a debug stick. Because I know that's what the debug stick does. Or can do, widely, is like rotate all those things. See, like, what the fuck? Why? That's so weird. Why is that happening? That's exactly what I want. No. Okay. Whatever. That's exactly where I wanted it. Bam. You know, for me, it's better than what I normally do. Is it great by any means? No. Still looks like, trash. But, for what I usually end up doing, it's better than normal. So really, for me, it's a masterpiece. I can have it all symmetrical with all the torches. And the bed is perfectly in the center. That was not planned whatsoever. Ooh, like, you guys like that? I've already been playing for like an hour. God damn. I love this game. You get so lost in it. Alright. I think what's next is just to set up a wee bit of a farm here. Thank you. I don't need much. I'll farm wheat. Why not? I'm probably gonna want to set up, like animals anyways at some point, so might as well. Whew, that's a lot of sugar cane already. I promise I won't get distracted at any point during this series, and I'm just like, I'm gonna take down this mountain, and then like I take down the mountain. Because, like, taking down that mountain would serve me literally no purpose. Some underground water here. Yeah, underground cave or something. I promise I won't eat a mountain. Tear a mountain in half. Which no one gets a reference to, except for Camden. Because the realm, although still exists, we don't play on it anymore. Does anyone even remember the realm? I mean, I never made any content on it, which I very easily could and probably should have. But I just never did. But way back in the day, me and Camden had a Minecraft realm. And for those of you who don't know what a realm is, basically is one person is the host of the server, right? So it's like a regular Minecraft server, right? Like with your friends. So one of you hosts, and then you just join the host, and then you just play. Well, as I'm sure most of you know, once the host leaves, the server, goes, and you can't keep playing on it. Well, Realms negates that. So the host buys Realms, sets up a server, invites you to said realm, and then you can play on it, and even when the host leaves, you can keep playing on it, and it doesn't matter. So that's what a realm is. Cool? Got it. Awesome. So Camden got realms, and he had realms for like the longest time. So we decided to set up a realm. And with realms, you can have like 20 people on one server or some shit. Like you could have a pretty good amount on. So, at the time, I had just set up my Discord server. There's no more Discord server. But at the time, I had just set up my Discord server. So I was like, hey, if you want to be... And I would also put it in videos as well. I was like, hey, if you want to, be a part of this Minecraft server, join the Discord. And, ask if you gotta ask to be a part of it and do all these things and do all this stuff. Um, no one did except for like one person. Legit one person did. And well, we didn't let that stop us. So, mainly me, um we started playing on it. We got like full enchanted netherite. We beat the ender dragon. We had like two sextuple beacons, one of which was in full emerald. We had just a massive trading hall, a massive farm, um, and just a bunch of stuff. And it got to the point where we had to expand into a mountain because like we were encroaching too much onto spawn because we were legit right next to spawn. So we had to go into a mountain. So I decided to mine half of a mountain by hand. And it took me a while, but I actually did it. I remember Camden seeing it and being like, holy fuck, dude. But yeah, it'd be nice to go back to the realm just to check it out, but you have to pay for realms, which is unfortunate. I don't think you should, but I understand why you have to. Speaking of, so this really has nothing to do with literally anything. But I do want to kind of comment on it as like the last thing here. I've been recording for a little over an hour and I've made some pretty significant progress. As the last little tidbit here, so as you may or may not know, as you guys may or may not know, I stream on Twitch. Not a whole lot, but I do stream on Twitch. Now, as some of you may or may not know, Twitch has a VOD limit. And what this VOD limit does is it limits how many VODs you can have saved on your Twitch channel. And it's not how many VODs, it's how many hours the VODs culminate into, which is only 100 hours. Now, I have not come close to that. I'm at like 35 or something like that. Just off of the VODs that I've saved, like just a lot of random ones, mostly Legend of Zelda ones, but some random ones thrown in there as well. So would you guys want me to post VODs on my channel, or do you guys not care? Let me know. I'll make sure to do a community post poll. I'll make sure to do a video on it too, just a short little, like an actual YouTube short on it. So I'll make sure to make a poll. If you guys want to see the VODs on my YouTube channel, great, cool, let me know. If you don't, great, cool, let me know. Make sure to check out the community poll. Hopefully it should be up by this video should be up by then. If it's not, then I'm sorry. This just like ruins everything. But I'll make sure to leave the poll up for like a really long time. Well, not a really long time, probably like a couple weeks. So it gives me time to edit and post this video and, do all that fun stuff. So, yeah, that's it. So, thank you everybody so much for watching. How do I hide my HUD? All right. So yeah. If you guys want to see more Minecraft, let me know in the comments below. There's Minecraft music. If you guys want to see me post my Twitch VODs on my YouTube channel, let me know in the comments and by voting yes or no on the community poll that hopefully will be up by the time this video goes up. So yeah. Once again, I will make a like little YouTube short about it. Just so I can be like, hey, do you guys want to see this or do you not care? Let me know. So yeah. But that's it. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.